its own place in the Football League. Last Wednesday night, they became the first side to gain automatic promotion to the big time. Yesterday was party time in the town as a record crowd gathered to celebrate. Roger Thames looked on.
Saint-Tropez and Tenerife have got their good points, but as far as I'm concerned, you can't really whack a proper British day at the seaside. Go for a stroll along the promenade, a few donkey rides on the beach, as much candy floss as you can eat. And of course now at Scarborough, you can go and watch league football. And you can't do that at Corfu, I can tell you. Excuse me, can I just ask you what you think of the town's football team getting in the 4th division?
Very pleased for them.
They're very, very pleased indeed. It's a big boost for Scarborough, is that?
And what about for tradespeople like yourself? Is it going to be good for business?
Oh, yes, it'll be absolutely good. I mean, the publicity alone that we've received in all the papers and the news media like yourself is outstanding. I mean, we could never have afforded to get that publicity for the town. Thank God that it's come at the time we've had such a bad season last year.
Yeah, I'll tell you, there's nothing 4th division about these. You're clairvoyant, are you? Yeah. Don't think you could tell me how you think Scarborough are going to do in the 4th division next season, do you?
It's going to do quite well.
What about the Vikings over there? What do you think about Scarborough getting in?
I think it's very good for the North East. Excellent. Let's hope they go right up to the 2nd, 1st division.
I think we might be getting Newcastle. I think we'll be getting Newcastle against Scarborough derby matches. To stop in the 4th division. Of course, going full-time is still something of a gamble. It's bound to mean full-time administrative staff, perhaps the playing side going full-time as well. And certainly they'll need to pay higher wages to attract the right sort of players. But at the moment, everybody at Scarborough thinks, well, they've hit the jackpot.
The champions' big party pulled in a record crowd for non-league football, nearly 5,500. But ever since the Seasiders knew they'd made history, the whole town's been celebrating.
Superb response from the people of Scarborough. And of course, it's good advertising for a seaside resort. We feel proud that we've achieved it for Scarborough, for the supporters, for everybody. We're happy.
So you've got no worries that the town of Scarborough can support a league football team?
Definitely.
Even before the match, there were pictures in the dressing room. It was hard to remember they still had to go out and play Weymouth, though the team were desperate to end the season on a winning note. Not that anything was going to spoil the fans' day out. They knew just how much the club has achieved this season.
Don Robinson tried to buy us in, and this lot here have got us in on true merit, and that's the main thing. We've got there on true merit. Bought in, we've played our way in there.
Barnet have challenged us all the way, but we're just superb, just better than them. And Barnet are just unlucky, so they can
Class is told in the end, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's told in the end.
Yeah, it's class.
Look out Wimbledon in about 5 or 6 years. It took them 10, it'll take us 5.
Everyone at Scarborough gives most of the credit for league status to manager Neil Warnock. He joined them from Burton Albion at the start of the season and has completely rebuilt the squad. The fans had to wait just 6 minutes for a goal from Scarborough. Not a classic by any means, but yesterday nobody cared. The former Middlesbrough and Darlington player Mitch Cook opened up the defence. Players' Player of the Year Neil Thompson helped it on, and Stuart Nell finished it off. Not bad for a team even the manager calls misfits.
We've all been sacked. We've all been discarded at some time or another. And it's about January time, end of February, towards the end of February, we said, look, we're the best side in the league in the dressing room. We don't say anything outside the dressing room, but we are the best side. And it's the first time in most of the lads' careers that we've got a chance to win something. And we've been kicked out of every club, you know, 1 or 2 of us. And it's nice to get a bunch of misfits that have come together and shown everybody what you can do with a bit of team spirit.
That team spirit produced a second goal 7 minutes before half-time. Ray McHale's free kick found defender Steve Richards thundering in and a really thumping header. It was all going to plan. The fans were having a ball. By half-time, it was all on the pitch for a quick conga, even in pouring rain. Back in the boardroom, Terry Wood was making sure the drink kept flowing. When the celebrating stops, he knows the club will go back to running a tight ship in the Football League.
We want to pioneer part-time football in the 4th division, and if we're successful, I think we'll have to turn full-time pro in the 3rd.
I think a lot of chairmen in the 3rd and 4th will be looking at us and seeing if we go part-time, if we can survive, because a lot of clubs in the 3rd and 4th division are struggling financially, severe financial problems. And I think if we do reasonably well, it'll set a few people thinking.
For a moment, it looked as though Weymouth might be the season's biggest party poopers. They had the nerve to score, and a cracking goal as well, floated in by Mick Doherty. But the score stayed at 2-1, so nothing could take the edge of Scarborough's big day. Skipper Cess Pod showed the fans the magnificent championship trophy, and everyone got stuck into enjoying the day the club had dreamed of. Back in the dressing room and the traditional champagne shower. Then the Scarborough Male Voice Choir launched into their repertoire of football's favourite songs.
Have the players any doubts that they can make it in the 4th division?
None at all. Very confident, and that's the way it's been all season. I think if confidence is anything to go by, then we should do quite well in the 4th division.
I suppose everybody in non-league football now looks at Wimbledon and says, that's the yardstick. Is that what this club is now looking at, Wimbledon?
I think every non-league club in the country must look at Wimbledon and say, dreams sometime. You've got to have dreams, but sometimes dreams come true. And I hope for Scarborough that their dream is just beginning now.
They call themselves misfits, but they deserve this success.